Welcome to the place where you get to learn how successful people got to where they are today by being ordinary people like you and me. I'm Andres Estrada, and I have my co host here, Marco, and he's the interviewee. We started this podcast because we wanted real conversations with people who are building something meaningful or who've already made it. We sit down with builders, operators, and founders to talk about how they think, the mistakes they've made, and the advice that they would give their younger self. If you're early in your journey or are just looking for better questions to ask, this is the podcast for you. Welcome our guest, Marco Panduro. How you doing today, Marco?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. I can't wait to get your questions
Some
and
questions.
get some clips out of this. Hopefully,
Yeah, man. How's it feel to be on the other side?
honestly, it feels like the exact same thing. To be honest, I'm just talking a little bit more, but yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, you're gonna talk a lot more, man.
Oh no.
Make sure. I don't want to talk at all.
Make sure they're not deep questions. Okay.
they're really deep.
Okay. Fine.
Well, that's good. No, I'm glad you're doing good, man. The audiences obviously they've seen you over 3 episodes so far, so they kind of know a little bit about you. But now that you're on the other side of the table, what would you like them to know that they might not know right now?
I'll just do like a basic introduction. As soon as I turned 18, I got my realtor license. I've been licensed for about 3 to 4 years now. Now I'm here. My position here at the company is a capital raiser, listing agent, commercial and residential, and social media. So a lot of the social media, you'll see me in the videos, or I help out with the editing.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be my position here. So you'll see me in the content for sure. If you guys haven't followed us yet.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. And out of those, I think you mentioned 3 things, but listing agents on both multifamily, commercial, and houses. Out of those positions, which one's your favorite? Which one do you think you're gonna like the most?
It's definitely gonna be the multifamily commercial. Like once we start doing retail.
Yeah.
Because just the conversations are a lot different. Single family, honestly, it's the same conversation. Oh, what can the seller give me $2,000 for closing costs? This, that.
Yeah.
And then commercial, I know it's what are the numbers? What can we do to make this work? Due diligence is 90 days instead of 7 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think for sure commercial and multifamily.
More than the social media side,
Oh, social media?
like comparing all the departments.
Oh man, I don't know. Social media is pretty fun, but I couldn't tell you. I'd have to let you guys know later. I can't tell you right now.
Which I guess when we come back for our 100th episode, we'll like interview you again and see how you're feeling.
Deal.
Because I think you shine. I think you shine on social media side, like with the ideas, but also coming out on camera, like that part. I just your eyes glow.
Oh, okay, thanks. I don't know. Remember the first episode, guys? If you guys don't remember, Estrada has a crush on me. So he tries to hold my hand during this podcast.
If you haven't seen it, go see it.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, I appreciate that. But I feel like I need to try for sure all 3 for a while.
Gotcha.
And then go from there. I'll decide from there.
Gotcha.
And our 100th episode, I guess I'll have good feedback.
Yeah. Maybe we got to make sure our producer make sure you remind us 100th episode. So, then if social media in general, like you like it a lot, you like the multifamily too. You want to give more time to both. How much time do you think you'll need, and what kind of time do you think you have to give to the multifamily side, the commercial side?
Oh, hours and hours and hours. I feel like you don't know you love something until you've done a bunch of it. Because every job position, no matter what job position, it can be really fun in the beginning. But every job position or any position in the world you're gonna have your own difficulties at it. And at that point, I'll figure out do I love it so much that I can deal with the bottlenecks, deal with these monsters, and then from there I'll tell, man, I do love doing this because I'm willing to put up with these bottlenecks, I guess you can say. So I feel like once I put those hours, transactions, and social media keep going after a while, then I'll be able to find out there.
That's a really good point. That's true because anything can be fun at first, or you can either hate it at first or love it at first. But you have to. It's like Camila says, like a labor of love. Is there anything that you love right now enough to, that you already know it's something that you're gonna be doing forever, or for the foreseeable future? I guess
real estate for sure. Never leaving.
Okay.
If you slowly see through the podcast, I just slowly start getting buffer it'll probably be that, just working out, I guess. Hop on steroids, I guess. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Or am I?
Episode 4. We're gonna take steroids here together.
We're taking steroids on the podcast. No, I'm just playing. As of right now, focusing on real estate, and then if you do see me get buffer, then that's it. You know, mark my words.
Yeah, those are 2 things you love right now.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah,
And God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God as well.
Yeah, he's always
gonna
number
be
one.
always number one.
Number
Yeah.
one. Interesting. Okay, so real estate for sure, and then so working out, kind of like what would you call that? Like, is it bodybuilding or would it just be like staying athletic, or what would you?
Yeah, so I would say bodybuilding is more of you're actually trying to compete, and then just trying to actually be healthy and look good is just more of a lifestyle, really. You know what I mean? It just adds, like on real estate, sure, you can be a buff realtor, you know, or buff investor. You know, it's really just that. But when you do bodybuilding, that takes a lot of time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, some people treat it as a full career. Like,
yeah, for sure.
That's all they do, like 40 hours a week.
Yeah, for sure.
But you don't love it at that point.
I haven't done it. I haven't hopped on steroids. I can tell you.
Well, hold on. Not the steroid.
I'll tell you. I'll let you guys know once I hop on.
Not the steroid part. Let's say the part of working out, because there's people who like work out all day. No, I guess those are the ones
work
on
out,
steroids.
eat, recover.
Yeah.
I mean that's fun. Don't get me wrong, that's fun. But at the same time, here what I'm trying to build, I do see it in the future. Like, yeah, I can build a foundation on bodybuilding and stuff like that. But I also just something about real estate, figuring out a problem, being impactful in the city, because you can be impactful in the fitness world and you're impactful changing people's lives.
Sure, yeah.
At the same, also with real estate, I guess you can say I like being impactful. With real estate, you can impact your city. You know what I mean? Like financially and for their families. And then on the fitness side, it's like a personal lifestyle, more of impacting. So I like impacting as well, and it impact me in different ways. As in, real estate impacts me as in learning, building, generational knowledge. You know what I mean? Not just about the body, but all around the world. Yeah. And then body wise, anyone can come up to me, hey, what's a diet? What's a plan? What workouts can I use? I'm impacting their life because they want to better themselves. So in both ways, it's helping everyone out. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. But right now it aligns more with the real estate side.
Yes.
But you see yourself doing both.
Yeah.
And so then again, that actually leads right into my next question. Then what is it about real estate from the very beginning that attracted you? Like the very beginning, and then I'd like for you to tell the audience, like right now, what your attraction, like what you're most attracted to within real estate.
Okay. So it started, I would say, in high school.
Okay.
I was supposed to join the Army.
Okay.
Or Marines. I wanted to be a sniper.
Yeah. wait. Hold on. So sidetrack a little bit. Why a sniper?
Because they were just shooting people, bro. I mean, high schooler, you're playing games. You're like, oh man, it's cool shooting people. Obviously, it's not cool. It was shooting people realistically, right? But in high school, I thought it was. So that's what I was going towards.
But the sniper, was it because of a movie or something, or why sniper?
I don't know. I just wanted to be in the war, in the
front lines.
Excuse my French, in the shit. You know what I mean? Like that's what everyone I talked to, like, please don't be in it. Like it's so bad. Yeah. I was like, everyone's telling me not to do that.
And so that actually like. You took their advice into consideration?
A little bit, yes, but I was still going to join the Army.
Okay.
So in the high school, my mom became a realtor, and this was during the COVID boom, like 2020, 21, 22. And she started making a lot of money. I was like, oh, this is interesting. So in high school, I was like, you know what, might as well. I don't know why. I just said, let me take this course, and then we'll go from there. So I started taking the course, and I'm actually enjoying it, which was weird for me because I hated school. Like, I hate school. I would cheat in all the classes. Yeah. I was a skater. I'd just not even pay attention. I would ditch class, so I hated it. I didn't like to study. I didn't like to do homework. Yeah. But when it came to real estate, I was like, oh, man, like, I actually want to study this. I actually want to learn more because it's actually pretty cool. I don't know why, but I just liked it. Yeah. So in all of high school, I actually finished a course of 200 hours of real estate, you know? And from there, I got my realtor license as soon as I graduated high school. Yeah. And I started doing it. And it was cool, but I wasn't selling. It didn't look like it looked in the show. It didn't look like it was in the movies, but I still wanted to do it. Right. I was like, I still want to do this. But at the same time, my mind started going towards the Army. I was like, I just started getting my license. I might do Army and real estate. But so I asked God, which one do you want me to do? So I was about to go off to Army, about to go to boot camp. You go to MEPS to get your body checked. And I told God, if you want me to do 100% real estate, instead of like one or the other, because real estate and army is hard unless you're like you're already established.
Right, exactly.
I was like, made something go wrong today, so I'm getting my medical check. Everything was going good. ASVAB was going good, and they told me to balance on one foot, and I just could not balance for life. I mean, I can do it right now. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm just kidding. No. He falls over. I fall over, break the table. Good. And basically, I just couldn't balance. You know what I mean? And they're like, something's wrong. Let me check your feet. And I was flat footed. Oh. And they were like, we can't pass you today, but we can still pass you. Just go to the doctor and they'll write you off. And I was like, nope. God made me the way I am. This is why, to stop me from going to the army. Because I asked them, if anything goes wrong today, I'm going to go to the army. So since then, I was like, all right, 100% real estate. So I'm going real estate. Fast forward, I'm here now. Doing commercial listing, social media, more on the commercial side, and investing. And now my favorite part, your other question was, what's my favorite part now?
Right. But before you get into that one, that is so interesting, man. Right away, you were already in communication with God. You already knew he was going to have the answer for you. Like, if you were stuck, that's okay, because he's got the answer. So that's very good. Now, do you think it would have been different had you been selling? Like,
you know what? Yes. I feel like I would have stayed at my old brokerage. For a year, I didn't get a single house. So I got assist, which is like $500 compared to a $5,000 commission. It's a huge difference.
Right.
I don't count it that year as a sell, but yeah, I wasn't selling for a whole year, and I stayed at my brokerage. I was like, what's going on? And I was noticing I didn't want to be too much residential. Right. Because I'm looking at everyone. I'm like, man, I can't get a sell. Something's not right. Yeah. But I feel like also I have thought about this is maybe if I was in selling, I wouldn't have hit you up or texted you back. When you texted me, reaching out for me the first time, I might have thought I was too good for you. Because that was my mindset back then. Yeah. I was like, don't text me. I'm making $10,000 a month on commissions, right? Yeah. But when you saw the text, I was like, I need help. I need help. So that's kind of the reason why I texted you too. I was like, what else is there to learn? Because obviously this isn't working. Right.
But the thing is, you said your mom started doing really good. Yeah. I thought she had been a realtor for a long time already, but she joined in 2020. Yeah. Ish. And she was doing good.
She was doing good.
Same brokerage?
Same brokerage, yeah.
What happened?
I think, not to hate on that brokerage or anything. I think it's just our priorities. That brokerage was full of older people, and I didn't really have a coach. Like, I didn't even know your broker had to help you in your first 3 transactions. Or first 2, or like they're supposed to. It's not everyone does it, but they're supposed to. And they were already at that brokerage. Everyone was already knowledgeable. Everyone was already good. So when I joined, they thought I knew everything. So I was learning everything myself. I was trying to ask my mom for help. But, you know, she, I grew up with her all my life. So like when I listen, like her trying to explain stuff is like not the best. So I knew she wasn't going to be a good teacher. Yeah. To me, at least. She's a good teacher for other people, but to me, at least, just like because I feel like we're also mom and son, there's family gets involved. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or like she can get mad, you know, instead of like a brokerage can't get mad at you, you know, stuff like that, you know, in the same way. So it just didn't work out in that sense.
Interesting. But they were teaching the same things. But you're saying no one was there like to teach. So you had to go in.
I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn from other people. Again, my mom, she would help me out at times. But they would have weekly meetings, but not the type of attention a new realtor needs. Right. When you're a realtor, you got to baby them every single day. Right. I wasn't babied. I needed to be babied, and I wasn't babied.
And your mom, did they teach her when she went in?
They taught her, but with her, this is the cool thing with her. She was like, she got babied a little bit, but she did learn a lot of it on her own, and she noticed she really, really, really liked residential. For me, it was kind of the same. I had to learn my own way, but I didn't like too much of residential selling. So with her, she had the passion. She tells me she has a passion for residential.
That's good.
That's why she was like okay with just learning. Yeah, because she did also have a tough, first couple months, and then she just learned, right? But remember, she was a realtor in COVID year. That was like one of her first years. Yeah. So like,
it was easier.
You walk out the door, you got 10 clients. So for her, she already had a great send off. For me, I joined right after that, where no one was buying.
Really? When did you join?
So I got licensed in
2023,
but I didn't start until 23.
Oh shoot! Okay.
23, and that's when it already slowed down, or at least when I joined.
Yeah.
And like interest rates, everyone was complaining how high it was. So I remember even other realtors were like, "Wow, it's so bad."
Yeah.
And this is also when Trek was changing all his laws and they were being sued, and nobody trusted realtors anymore. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I joined at the worst time."
Yeah, I remember that.
And my mom joined at the best time. She made like so much money. Like, you know, the first year, you know, so I was like, oh yeah. And I saw my freaking 1099 at like $2. You know what I mean? I was like, wait a minute, are you serious? Yeah.
Okay, I see that. And you know, the funny thing there is that now looking back, if you had to compare 2025 to 2023, which year is harder?
For me?
From Marco's perspective, yeah.
Back then, for sure. Now
2023 was harder.
2023 was harder because I didn't get really sales. 2025 I got you guys. I already met you guys. I had sales, and you're teaching me to flip. At least I was learning. I'm okay with taking a hit a little bit on the payment and learn. 2023 was like I was barely learning the basic things. I had to learn the basic things. Like that was the tough part. That's why. And I needed to be baby, but I didn't be baby. I wasn't baby. You know what I mean?
Interesting. And see, I see 2025 as harder than 23.
Really?
Yeah, like that was the year when, because 2023 is when the interest rate started going up. So you started hearing those objections, like, but 25 we're at 7%. And so then they were even higher than then. So like I saw it as like it was even harder for me to convince people. 2023, I was still able to convince them like, hey, it's still a good idea to buy because you want to buy in a couple of years, but what if interest rates don't go down and then values go up anyways, you know? But it's interesting because everyone has different perspectives on depending on when they were. I started in June of 2022 is when I started. And at the time, to me, that was just normal stuff, right? I didn't know. Now looking back, I'm like, damn, 22, 23, and 24 were pretty easy. And 2025 was the hardest year out of those four.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I wonder what your mom would say because she came in 2020, 21. The best years were 21. That was the best year.
Yeah.
21 and 22. Those were like the best.
Those are people. New agents were making $100,000 easy.
Yeah, it was good.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I wonder what she would say.
Yeah.
You should ask her.
I will ask her. I think she'll say easier back then too as well. I feel like since I joined in the middle, I believe you had like a year over me in real estate.
Yeah, it's just 1 year.
So you were in 2022 and that was a good year. I joined 2023. That's how I was like, oh man. And I didn't know how to handle objections. I had no sales like Tilly's. I worked at Tilly's, you know what I mean? That's the only sales experience I really had.
Yeah.
So I had no like sales experience. I have my mom who talks mainly Spanish, so obviously the tone is different, the way you speak is different, words are different, so I had a hard time selling like that as well. She's an amazing salesperson, but since she mainly deals with Spanish speakers and I deal with English speakers, she couldn't really help me out on that also too well, but she did help me out still in a sense. And
how's she doing now?
She's doing good. Yeah, she's doing good. She was like number 2 at her brokerage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
in 2025?
Yeah, 2025.
That's pretty good. And she's at the same brokerage still.
Yeah, she's at the same brokerage. Yeah. She like it's fit for her. I'm not saying it's a bad brokerage, but every brokerage has their own specific set person, you know, for that brokerage.
Right. And so technically, from what I'm understanding, your answer to the question, the first part of the question was that it was the money. Is that what you like?
Yeah, money and
like you saw your mom
the confidence. Like, oh man, I'm in real estate. That sounds so badass.
Oh, I
see. I feel like that's what so many agents joined.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. So that was what attracted you first. That's what you liked, and now.
And now
is it the money still?
That's part of it, but now I'm noticing it's the building an empire. Like I've never noticed how people can change a city just because where they take the city. You know what I mean? So in the beginning was the money, and now I'm hearing all these people who owns that. I'm like, oh my gosh, like they're changing El Paso. Some owners did it in a bad way, and why I feel like that's why El Paso. They call it behind a little bit, and then some owners here are like, wow, they actually did a really good job. Like Montecillo, that was cool. That was something new, like bringing something new to El Paso. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that people go now, people live there, new people, college people go there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Doctors go there, and the Elma where it's like concerts. You're bringing more famous artists, which means that more people want to live here. Right. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, or you have other people that build stupid buildings in stupid spots, and that's why no one wants to be there. I mean, and that's all real estate. You know what I mean? Real estate controls the city because where else are you gonna work? Where else are you gonna live? Right. Where else are you gonna meet? You know what I mean? It's literally everything. Yeah. At that point.
And so that's what's the attractive part now is like you'd like to take part in helping shape the city. Yeah. Does that mean you like El Paso?
I do. Honestly, everyone's like, I hate El Paso. Right. I like El Paso. You know, my dream house is to have a house in like Oregon, Summer Green, Colorado. Here, actually, I wouldn't mind having a house here.
Yeah.
A lot of people say they want to just leave El Paso completely. I'm like, for me, I would say I don't want to leave, or I would have a house here. I would live here and still be a part of it because I grew up here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've seen people, I've seen friends,
Yeah.
and I feel like, well, I mean, this city took care of me safe wise. Like, I never had anything bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? As in other cities,
What
bigger
about
cities.
what about that
Yeah.
time on the street?
What part?
Zaragoza. There was a little fight.
Oh, okay. That was a high school drama. I literally started that fight. Okay. Stop exposing me, please. No, but yeah, I mean, other than that, like, this city did take care of me. I could have done a better job in some parts, could have done a worse job in other parts.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel like, well, take care of me. Let me pay it a little bit back. So also other young people can have the same mindsets as me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like everyone we're working with is a very specific person that you cannot find just anywhere. And when you start changing your city, you get more people like that. And now the city goes into bigger cities like Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. And I just don't want to pass and be like, that's just another city on the thing. I'm like, oh, no, that was my hometown. You know what I mean? Same thing with Khalid and that football player.
Yeah.
Packers.
Where is he? Packers, right? Yeah.
He was or he left, but they represent 915. Even though Khalid wasn't born in El Paso, I believe, he's like 915, 915.
Right.
And the Green Bay Packer guy, he's always like representing it.
Yeah,
because I feel like
yeah.
it just has a special heart.
Yeah.
You know, it's a place in my heart, so I might as well pay back a little bit. Maybe not live here forever, but at least change it in a sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so then, I mean, that's part of the reason why we're working together, right? Because we both want to make that change. In your case, when do you think would be a good time for you to say, you know what, I've done a good job here. I want to start my new chapter in life and then different city, like looking into the future.
When I have a name like the West Star Tower here,
Oh,
on there up there,
there
like
you go.
everyone sees
The
that
Panduro
shit.
Tower?
Also a confidence thing, you know, Panduro or like our company name,
Yeah.
you know, the E Tower, whatever.
Yeah.
Up there, I'm like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, everyone's gonna see it.
Yeah.
No, because if I built something like that, I must have other buildings around,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's like gonna be the trademark. It's like,
Right.
oh yeah.
And that's when you'll know you're like,
That's
okay,
when I know.
all right, let's go do this in
All
another
right,
city
let's go
now.
do this somewhere else. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's it because the West Star Tower just they did a great job there, and I feel like it's starting to add to our city. That added a lot to our city,
Yeah.
a lot of business, and so it makes the city look nicer. Yeah, we have a lot of old architect, but new architect like that looks so cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that adds to the city. You know.
It does, and you know, I guess we were too young, but I don't remember when they built it. Like, I don't remember driving by the freeway and being like, "That wasn't there before, and now it is." Like, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember seeing
it?
just the base, and that's it.
Okay.
But I have no idea what it was. I was just like, huh, okay. And I was
And
like,
that's it. What year? Do you know how old you
no,
were?
I was probably like in middle school,
Middle school.
elementary. So it was took
like
long.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
No, 9. Maybe like 9 years ago. So that would have been like 2017.
Probably
2018.
or before. I don't know. I remember just being young.
Yeah.
And seeing it and thought
Not
it was
elementary, not like a super young.
maybe
boy.
like fifth, sixth grade,
Fifth,
maybe
sixth,
seventh grade.
maybe 7.
That's what I remember. at
You're
least.
21.
I'm 21 now.
So minus 9. Yeah, so I would say about like 2016, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Because and then the fountains got built.
The
that
fountains too. That one added to El Paso a
Yeah.
lot. We have the Cielo Vista Mall, which is cool, but you can tell it's outdated. You
Right,
go to
it's
the
old.
fountains, everyone's taking pictures there. People are taking their quinceañera. You don't see any people in Cielo Vista anymore.
No.
You see everyone at the fountains taking their
Yeah.
quinceañera, their wedding, they're
Yeah.
proposing there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doing business there. All the new restaurants are there. That was a add to our city. You
Yes,
know what I
in
mean?
a good way.
It changed it in a good way. It brings
100%.
more people to El Paso.
Yeah. And so that means there has been some movement, but just like not enough. Because after that, it's like, what else? Oh, you know, they're building a stadium, not a stadium. I guess it's like a concert hall. I don't know. Have you? It's gonna sit like
think.
10,000 people in Northeast in the mountain or something.
Oh wow, no, that actually
Yeah.
I haven't heard of.
Yeah. So that apparently they're gonna open it at the end of 2026 or early 2027.
Oh wow,
And
I
it's
don't
for
know.
big concerts, like to sit. Oh, okay, not that many people. 2,500, I think. Is what
But
it was.
still
It's
stuff
like-
like that does add to the city.
Yeah.
But I feel like since there's not a lot of people doing it here, or at least don't have the knowledge to do it here,
Yeah.
that's why our city was a little bit slower on the growth
Right.
than Dallas, Austin, because there's more people living there, so more people are like more open to building the city. Yeah, they're making money on it, but at the same time, shoot, you're helping it out in
Yeah.
a sense.
And what would be your way to bring more people?
Um,
Because
I
like
feel-
it's like I'm sorry, the the chicken, what came first, the chicken or the egg,
chicken or
right?
the egg, yeah.
So it's like you're saying bring more people, but you can't bring people unless you build the things, but no one's building the things because there's no people.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
I would say first, right now, the problem you're seeing with El Paso investors, is a housing shortage. It's apartments, condos, houses. You know what I mean? It's there's a housing shortage. Even the HUD, they're short units. You know what I mean? They're short units, and condos too. Condos not a big thing in El Paso, which you see big things in other cities. So I would say that I would say bringing more people, bringing more housing to the people, and making it a higher standard instead of, oh, here's this property, I'm gonna just try to get money on it. Instead, here's this property, yeah, I would like to make money on it, but I also want to set a new standard for multifamily. You know what I mean? New way of living, not just rinky dinky old units. Class A, right? Stuff like that. I would say that would be a start for me. Is start with housing, building a 300 units, 400, and then building my way up from there, or condos. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, kind of like Montecito High. It's like a higher class.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is, I think it's like the only development here in the city that's like that, right?
That's like that. I mean, you have other ones, like smaller ones, like Desert Commons and stuff, but you don't see anything like Montecito and El Paso. That was the first thing that was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's like, that definitely brought a lot of people here to El Paso. Yeah. It made it more attractive for students trying to go to UTEP.
Yeah.
For some doctors that don't want to buy a house.
Right.
They made it super attractive for them. And now they're, okay, maybe living here is not so bad. Maybe I will have a family here. That's what you want.
Right.
That's what those people that are changing El Paso are doing. Yeah, your rents might be a little higher, but look what they're doing, Right.
Exactly. Because it benefits the economy in so many other ways.
Yes, exactly.
And so then, like, man, it's like the development. So you want to change the reason El Paso, I guess, attracts you now, is to help shape the city. Real estate is also because it's a way for you to, it's like the vehicle you would use to change the city. To get there, it's going to require, a lot of consistency, a lot of discipline. Right now, what are methods that you use to stay consistent within your day-to-day life?
To stay consistent?
To reach those goals, yeah.
As of right now, I would say accountability for sure. Yeah, being alone, you got to be accountable yourself, but also telling someone, hey, watch out for me. If I say talk this way or act this way, or if I'm behind, having those people around you, because I feel like that's the best way to grow. Because sometimes you don't even know you're doing something wrong, and someone's like, hey, watch out with that. I would say that. Second is what you're amazing at is putting in your time blocking, this and that. I used to be the type of person is if I had an appointment, I just remember it in my head. Yeah. Like, don't do that ever. Yeah. Unless you're like photogenic memory, don't do that ever. You think you're so organized, put it down in a calendar. Yeah. Put it down to do something because it won't get done. You have to write it down. You have to something, unless you're, Michael from Suits, you have a photogenic memory, right? Don't do that. I would say, accountability, writing stuff down, time blocking, stuff like that. And also I would say is something with the goals as well, knowing where your goals instead of, I just want to be rich. Well, how are you going to do that?
Right. Why?
Yeah. What number amount helps as well. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. How do you want to look? What's you in 10 years? How many units do they own? How do they look physically? Do they have a family? Do they not have a family? Stuff like that. Envisioning yourself in that, as in the book, Think and Grow Rich. One of the methods he uses is before he goes to sleep or whatever, he imagines who is at his table and who is in that table. So it can be someone dead. It can be like Donald Trump. It can be someone alive. He's not dead. Donald Trump's not dead.
Like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. Like that was one of his things. One of his favorite people was Abraham Lincoln, and he was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like who, and they're giving him knowledge, and they're talking amongst themselves, and that adds to his personality. Right. So like, who are you looking up to? Who do you want to be? Stuff like that. I feel like that helps me with the consistency, because if I'm too long on the couch, too long here, I'm like, well, one, is this pushing me to be a better person? And hey, is the person I look up to, would they be doing this? No. Right. Also, another thing is God. Would God want me to be lazy? In the Bible, it says don't be lazy. That's something from the enemy. Right. If you can't even provide for your own household, you shouldn't be providing for the church. He even says, and I was like, wow, that's amazing.
Say that again. If
you can't provide for your own household, you can't provide for people of the church or like for God. Like if you can't take care of things at home, like how you protect his sheep, his flock, right? So making sure you're good, on your personal level. Yeah, that's where the accountability comes in. Hey, bro, catch me, tell me, call me out. You know what I mean? You gotta have friends that are okay with calling you. You gotta be okay with being called out. Is basically. And again, Think and Grow Rich. It says once a month. I believe it was once a month. Have someone tell you like a feedback on you, like goods
How'd
and
you do
bads,
this
and
month?
be
Yeah.
okay to being criticized.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that because I think it's true. Because when you have friends that listen to your problems, sometimes that hurts you more.
Right.
Instead of you have friends that will actually give you constructive feedback, that's 1,000 times better.
Right.
So accountability, God, and knowing where you're going and where you want to be at. I would say that's how I kind of
I like
writing
that.
stuff down.
That's
too.
pretty good.
So 4 things I would say those
Those are
help
good.
me stay, keep going. Basically, to keep going.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that. I'm gonna summarize it. So we have God,
Mm-hmm.
accountability. So talking to people about the type of person you want to be, so they can hold you accountable to it.
Yes.
Hey, you said you want to do this, you didn't do it. Then time blocking.
Or writing it down. I guess you can say
and then
time
writing it
blocking
down, like,
and
together.
go together. Yes.
Yeah, and then the goals themselves, having a vision.
Yes.
For what you want to
Absolutely.
accomplish.
Having a vision is key.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be rich.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Right. Not a lot of people can tell you that answer.
Right. Exactly. And so then I kind of had a question similar to this, but now I want to know Marco envisioning himself in, let's say, 30.
30, so I'll be 51.
No, sorry, not 30 years. At 30.
Oh, at 30. So, 9 years.
Like, envision yourself. Like, I want to know where you want to be.
So in 9 years, let's see.
And technically, you're gonna turn 22 this year, so maybe it's like 8 years. 8 years and a couple of months.
Yeah, 8 years.
8 years, 6 months. Yeah.
It sounds far, but I know it's close.
Right.
8 years is I want to be closer to my goals for sure,
Okay.
or at least achieved my goals,
Mm-hmm.
and I have new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Right. As in how many I want to own units. You know, at least 300 units.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have more than that by 30.
How many? Not how many. What kind of units? Apartments or
A
retail?
multi-family apartments,
okay.
class
Class
A,
A.
like Montesio. Oh man, that was so
Yeah, that
bad.
would be
That's so
bad,
bad.
yeah.
I look up to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so badass. You know.
Yeah.
So real estate is already starting, already started to change my city. Starting
Okay.
developments.
So you're a developer.
Already developing, starting developments, have buildings, you know, or multifamily already starting.
Yeah.
And then physically be buff, you know, 30, you can maybe hop on steroids, you know. You're already older,
By then you might be.
testosterone. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm raw, you know what I mean? I like to be up
Can you
front.
show us?
No. just some forearm action here. Those who are just listening, you can't see this, but
Zoom in.
I'm absolutely massive 6'5". No, I'm just kidding.
6'5", 230 pounds.
Lean. But yeah, so physically on shape, not overweight. More honed in into my discipline, like more speaking more eloquently, becoming also having a family. Maybe not kids, but for sure,
No
maybe a
kids,
partner.
not yet.
Maybe not kids. I
Not
wouldn't
yet.
mind having them
Yeah.
at that age, but at least having a foundation already.
Okay.
If not, that's cool. Whatever God has planned for me. Spiritually, closer to God than I am now, for sure. You know,
Yeah.
if you're not growing every year spiritually, then what are you doing?
Right.
Spiritually closer to God, serving more, providing more for the kingdom in heaven, not just on earth. So I spoke about real estate, but also providing for the kingdom
Yeah.
once we pass,
Yeah.
right? So I can be like my treasures, making sure they're up there in heaven.
Right.
So I would say already starting here in El Paso, possibly other cities like Miami, Florida,
Yeah.
same thing, but Houston and other also looking into other places to
Yeah.
start building those cities or
Yeah.
to how to do. I can bring those cities over here.
Mm-hmm.
Already starting that, physically. Like I said, physically good, making sure
Yeah.
I'm good. Those around me are good as well,
Yeah.
physically,
Like you're able to help
spiritually,
them,
and
yeah.
business wise.
Yeah.
And for myself, spiritually.
Yeah.
I would say those are the 3 things I need to make sure I'm
Yeah.
okay with. You know.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, and so you did mention a little bit family, but it wasn't in the top 3 there. Wife, at that point.
Yeah,
Are you waiting for
I
me,
mean,
or-
girl, ladies, I would like application. No, I'm just kidding. I would say yes, but again, it goes to God's plan. Like,
Okay.
I can envision it, but you know, whatever God has for me, it might be until later. You know, my parents didn't have me until they're older,
Mhm.
so whatever God has planned for me, I would like one, but Who knows?
But it's not a thing where it's because here's the thing. It's like, the number one thing we want is to follow whatever God's will is for us. But the flesh is going to want something else, right? And so if you want to make him laugh, tell him your plan, right?
Yeah.
So it's like but from my understanding, it's okay to have your own plan, but as long as you're okay with it not going that way at all, and then you follow God's plan.
Yeah.
Right. So, and Marco's plan for the world here, does it involve him at a certain age finding his significant other that he's going to marry?
At a certain age?
Yeah.
I would get married tomorrow if she's the right one. I'll get married tomorrow if she's the right one, because God says he who finds a good wife finds a good thing. Yeah. Why would I not want to marry a good thing, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, at age, honestly, people are like, you're crazy for getting married young. Mm-hmm. I would get married if I find a right wife right now. And I know that I'm going to last with her, and she's spiritually.
Because God would let you know, like, hey, this is the one.
And people might say, that might take away your income and stuff. Hey, if she's the right woman, she'll
increase
10 times, 100 times spiritually and income wise. Yeah, that's what a good wife can do to you. Alex and Layla, he was making money. Layla 10 times it, right? And even his therapist told him that, or whoever he was talking to, he's like, bro, you made the most money when you were with her. Yeah. Same thing with the wife. She shouldn't be holding you back. Right. So that's why would I not want to get married now if she's pushing me in every way that's best for the kingdom of God.
So you're even open to it now.
Yeah,
that's good.
So,
I like that.
ladies. No, I'm just kidding.
You got to start listing out the criteria.
Right? Let me ask you that too. Actually, it's starting to interrupt, but let me ask that to you, because I know I'm the interviewee, but I wanted to ask you the same. I'm curious now. You got me. Would you want to marry me? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying.
So let's see. So yeah, my thing is that whatever God's plan, that's it. So I'm good. So like, no, that's why whatever happens in the day to day, nothing. I'm never stressed, not mad, nothing, because it's like this was meant to happen. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. It's gonna have there's some reason to it, but I'm okay with it. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't, and I love control. So like being able to control my own destiny, fantastic. So part of that destiny is, when am I gonna be married? For sure, like right now, preferably I would tell God right now, hey, do not introduce the one to me right now, because I don't think I'd be able to.
She's not in your time block.
I'd have to add her in, and then it's like, I got no more time with you.
Right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's true. God, please don't let him meet with her yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Same vice versa. It also works.
She just walks in.
It's like, Michael, come on. So it's like right now, it's like I have so much to build outside of a relationship that if I add a relationship, I now have to build that. And of course, if it happened, God would give me the capacity to do so. He would be like, hey, you met her, boom, now you're able to do both. The fact that I haven't met her right now, I'm just feeling like, no, I'm at my limit. I'm at my limit with how much I can handle. Okay. That's why I'm okay with right now. I prefer not to find her in the next 3 years.
Okay.
But in 3 years.
Okay, in 3 years. So in 3 years.
In 3 years, I'll be 25. And at that point, it's like, I'll have the foundation set up to where I'm going to be good business-wise.
Oh, is that a hint?
Business-wise, I'll be good. And then, the physical part of it, spiritual, all of that is going to be so strong that I believe that's when it'll be ready for me to bring someone else in, because I want to lead whoever's going to be my future partner in the best way possible. So around 25, 26 is when I'm thinking, like, I myself will be more open to it, and then get married, I don't know, 27, 28, and have kids at 30. Something like that.
Okay. Yeah, can I add on to that? I feel like you won't ever be ready, to be honest.
I don't think, because you're right.
There's a saying, it goes, is God doesn't qualify. No, God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. So maybe like you're not ready, but you won't ever be. So when you meet her, he makes you ready when you're like,
which is where you get your answer from too. It's like, hey,
whenever he wants me to get qualified, or
because once you'd meet her, if that is the one, boom, he's gonna qualify you.
Yeah, then we're gonna have trespass, we're gonna have bad things, but that's how you build a good relationship, right? So it might go bad in the beginning, but if God truly wants it to go, he'll keep it going. Right? So I feel like just keep that in mind, maybe.
Which there's so much freedom in that once you've accepted that, because then it's like, that if it went bad, but you're still there, it's like, okay, this is meant to be. Compared to if it goes bad and it's not a thing anymore, it's like, okay, then it probably wasn't meant to be that way. Instead of thinking like, oh man, I messed up, I made so many mistakes, I could have done this better. And so I agree. I agree. I do believe if I were to meet her, he's gonna just boom make me ready. But
let's see how it happens. I'm just kidding. You never know. You never know. But in the podcast, as we're going, guys, we'll tell you our love life updates.
Right. Like we're getting married.
We're getting married, guys. Never mind.
In the next episode,
we're getting married again.
We got made fun of so much. We just went to go find a wife.
I know, that's funny. Yeah, I'm just playing. Stay holy, guys.
Now, okay, so that was for you, for your vision at 30. I want to know 2026. For you to count this year as a success, what must happen?
I would say definitely, since my position here, one of them is social media, is pushing us. I told him, my partner in social media, Daniel Juarez, is I want to have a specific amount of followers in Q1. I'm not gonna say it.
What?
I know you're gonna ask.
No, you gotta say it.
I want a specific followers Q1, and then from there Q2, Q3, Q4. As I want to hit those goals to grow us as a company. That's going to be one of them.
And real quick, the followers would be across all the platforms or just, and then you would
honestly, I just thought about one.
Okay. Cool. What
but I can't tell you.
Daniel, can you tell me?
No, I can't tell you. He'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that's Q1. Okay.
And then that's social media is having a specific amount of followers.
Okay.
And then fundraising is making sure I hit my quota because if you guys don't know, we have a quota to fundraise each month. So hitting that for sure.
Yeah.
And 3 is on the listing side is helping you guys in whatever you guys need, commercial, multifamily, making sure that my resources, my connections that are being used in the team, or at least I'm offering them. And if we do find, or when we're selling properties and stuff like that, I do a good job as selling the property and listing it or underwriting it, wherever you guys need help. Right? So I would say that is making sure that this company is growing, right? Social media, fundraising, and commercial single family. That it's all moving forward. You know what I mean?
And that's how you would, like, if all that happened at the end of the year, you could be like, hey, we were,
and
at the beginning of the year, we were here. Say it again.
And I don't get fat.
And you don't get fat. Why would you get fat? Oh, wait, fat or fired?
Fat.
Fat?
I don't know.
Why
Sorry,
would you
keep going.
fat?
I don't know. Keep going. Keep going.
The title, Will Marco get fat in 2026?
I'm fat in 100 episodes.
So, for example, like it's December 2026. For you to then have a good year, that means like you'd have to look at January and then look at December and be like, hey, we progressed in these 3 fields. It was a successful year. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, I would say for sure, because we got to be aligned, I guess you can say. And right now, this is my priority. This what adds to my vision that you asked me, what do you see 2030? I think it 30, was 30 years.
Yeah. When you're 30 years
When
old.
I'm 30 years old.
Yeah.
This adds to it. You know what I mean? This is going to be a part of that.
Right.
So making sure this is growing, because right now, personally, on a personal level, again, like we just talked about it. When I find a wife, I find a wife. So that's already okay with, right? I don't have to need to find one in 2026.
Right.
Gym, I'm staying in the gym.
And
that should be fine. Don't get fat. That's part of it, right?
Yeah.
That should be fine as long as I got my accountability partners here and I time block it.
Yes, you do.
Right? But as long as my spiritually, I forgot to mention that. Spiritually, I'm good. That I don't fall back to who I was.
Right.
As long as I follow God, the other is going to follow. The social media, the capital raising, the commercial and stuff like that. Everything else is going to follow.
Yeah.
Right? If God wills it, it will follow. So as long as those, I'm good. I would say 2036. I have a specific number in mind for social media, capital raising. Multifamily is making sure I'm there for you guys.
Yeah.
Is making sure I hit those goals, basically, for me.
That's good. That's good. And so if you see that, it's a successful year. I want to get more technical with one thing you said, like making sure that the listings go good, both residential and commercial. In residential, what is the definition for you for a listing to go good?
Sell it in under 30 days, baby. Obviously, in this market, sometimes they'll go 40, 60, 90 days.
Yeah.
But just doing the best, still trying to hit 30. So if I do overreach, it's like 40 days, right? If I want to try to sell a property in 60 days, I'm going to sell it in 80 days, right? So trying to hit low so I can
So
if
what
I
is
do
a
go
number?
over.
What is
Under
Marco's number?
selling under 30 days and not losing us too much profit.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Gotcha.
Or not losing profit at all,
Right.
preferably,
Like
right?
asking price. or
Asking
above.
price, not having to give closing costs, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my goal. Obviously, commercial is gonna take a longer time to sell,
Right.
but
Right.
making sure we gain profit. You know what we're expected to return. Obviously, not everything goes to plan, but doing the best I can to achieve those goals as a
Yeah.
company.
So it'd be and so then residential 30 days, and as well as like if we tell you, hey, we want to net this much, you helping us net that much.
Exactly. Yes.
Multifamily, we know it's longer. What is the criteria there for you to consider? And you've never done one before, but if you had to imagine, based on your knowledge as a realtor, what would make a successful listing for you that you'd be proud of talking about?
I would say us profit. I made my investors fuck ton of money. Sorry for excuse my French. I made my investors a bunch of money, right? Or at least what they expected to return.
Right.
And a specific amount of time. Obviously, those take a little bit longer to sell, but yeah, we sold that. Like
But
that.
within the schedule or projected time that you gave them.
Yeah, so I can't put a specific time on that, but within the projected time, when we first start underwriting the deal,
Yeah.
in that projected time, that's gonna be my goal.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. And so that's good. And it's mainly like in case there's agents watching, that they're like, okay, I wonder what Marco, because they're gonna see like, damn, this guy's got 3 apartment complexes listed, and then he's got 7 houses listed. Like, I wonder how he does it and how he is able to deliver, and what is he delivering. And so then that's the metrics you use for yourself.
Yeah.
Selling it within the projected time frame that you gave the client, and then the profit being hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. Now, moving over to a completely different department, though, with social media, what is it that you like about social media in your current position, and what do you see it? Because you brought up how like this year goes into the years up until you're 30. Like everything that you're doing now is supposed to help you be at where you want to be at 30. So, what is it that right now that you see that you enjoy the most from it, and in 9 years when you're 30? At that point, what do you think social media, what's the role within social media that you'd be playing and that social media is playing within you?
That's a good question. I would start off with 2 things is one, social media is changing the world, right? It's going to keep growing. It's going to keep going because just in the past couple of years, social media has been crazy, as in making business, making friends, and changing the world for a good part. Putting awareness to bad things, putting awareness to good things, stuff like that. So being a part of that, social media is going to change the world and to keep it going. Second is, I look up to people as Alex Ramosi, Ben Mala, and there's a bunch of other people, right? But those right now, I would say those 2 are the main things because one, they're themselves. They're not putting up front. They're like, I don't care if you unfollow me or not, right? Stuff like that. I feel like that for me is going to be my personal thing, is being able to be myself and not having to put a face.
Right.
Me and social media, I see myself as in, it could go both ways where I'm not in it at all anymore or I'm in it like a bunch.
Yeah.
Right. I see it that way and I'm okay with it, whatever, as long as it makes sense for priorities and God.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, hey, maybe take a step back. I got this other opportunity for you. Right. Or it's, I enjoy doing it. You guys see me on camera. I enjoy doing it. So I don't mind being in the cameras. You guys following me around all day vlogging. Right. Maybe not such little clips like, hey guys, but more like just follow me. Also another person I really look up to is Ryan Serhant from New York is who I look up to.
Yeah.
And he's himself too.
Yeah.
And they just follow him all day. He'll do clips as well.
Yeah.
But he's doing what he loves and it's on camera.
Right.
So I feel like that's for me.
Yeah. What you like about it right now.
Right. Yeah. That'll be what I like about it right now. And in the future, I wouldn't mind doing that as well.
And you see that in the future, like now you're a developer.
Yeah.
It would be this kind of like the same thing where they kind of follow you around like a day in the life of a developer.
Because it goes back to changing my city. This El Paso boy, man, now, right? Man, it's gotta look like those guys are all old. Already. So I'm like a small little cricket
we're just
to them,
children.
right?
Yeah. We're kids.
I'm a cricket to them compared to them, right? But this guy grew up from El Paso. Now I get to follow him and see his knowledge and how he did it and how he's changing El Paso. So hopefully other people from my city and other small cities or big cities, wherever, they follow, hey, this guy's doing it.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing is changing lives, changing cities, changing the future, right? So that's why I'm like, hey, I don't mind you guys following me around, so
Yeah.
you can do this in your own city,
Gotcha.
right? That's why I don't mind being in the camera, 10 years from now and stuff like that.
And so it's, I guess, documenting it for people to see.
Yeah,
Okay.
the way up.
One thing I've noticed too is like now that you guys are documenting more things, it's cool to be able to look at the past, like, oh, this is what we were doing, because then in the future you get to look at it and be like, oh, damn.
Oh dang!
Yeah.
I look stupid.
I was so skinny then, man. I'm so fat now.
I'm so no. I'm so buff. Wow.
I'm so buff. I'm 6'5" now.
I'm 6'5" now. I'm 6'5" now, okay.
Oh, right now.
Yeah.
I'm 6'3".
Yes.
So that's cool. That's cool. So actually documenting it. And my next question there was going to be about what makes it. What is it that you like about being on camera specifically? You kind of answered it there, maybe with the fact that it's about people seeing that you did it. You're from a smaller city. You weren't born rich, and now you're doing all these things. You can do it too. Is there anything else that attracts you about being on camera?
I'll say that's the main thing is people already asking me like, man, you're doing this at a young age. That's badass. Like they started asking me questions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how long you been in real estate? I was like, not really, but I just like learning it. So it's already introducing to them. If I were to think about anything else is, like you can call me narcissist. Or I like seeing myself on camera. I just like seeing myself in camera. I like making people laugh.
Yeah.
Or at least enjoy watching what I do.
Yeah.
At the same time, educating them.
Yeah.
I would say that is, creating good experiences for other people.
Yeah.
I would say that's a part of it. It's just also just fun, funny sometimes. We don't have to be so serious all the time.
Right. We can be ourselves.
Ourselves, exactly.
Does that mean at some point you wanted to be an actor?
You know what? Not that I wanted to be an actor, but it always crossed my mind.
Okay.
Like, if someone told me to be in a movie, I'll freaking do it.
You'd be like, yes.
I'd be like, freak yeah. I've always saw myself, like, I could be in a movie.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where, like, basketball players or music artists become actors.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be such an amazing job. Like, I would feel like that would be such an enjoyment to me. Like, I would enjoy doing that.
Right.
Just because it's not one of my main things, because I feel like that would be an add-on. If I can do that, that'd be super badass. But I wouldn't. Yeah, I have thought about it. You know what I mean?
Maybe like a hobby that you think.
I would say like in hobby, or like, hey, you want to be in my movie? Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
That's
it has crossed my mind. That's funny.
Cool. And so like if we were to start doing acting like plays, would you do a play?
I'd rather be like Captain America. Or,
you can be Captain America.
Thor, you know what I mean? I don't know about
plays. What CGI? Like bring you your hammer or what?
Yeah, literally.
Wait, have you ever been to a play?
No, I've seen him on TikTok.
I'm gonna take him to a play.
Next vlog is gonna be at a play. You're gonna see me acting on a play.
I didn't know how awesome plays were until I went.
No way.
They're freaking cool and those were like high school students that were acting. They were good. It was a murder mystery, and I was like, this is so intriguing. This is so cool. And then they're right in front of you, and so they're good at it. It makes it very enjoyable.
Huh.
And that was high school, and then I saw a college one also super good. And I'm assuming as we go up, they get even better and better and better.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, hey, dude, maybe we gotta go start. I'll help you rehearse your lines. And we can go be on stage.
I do get stage fright, but yeah, I mean, I would go to a play, check it out.
We should.
I like Captain America, but
we're not. This is gonna. It's like
but a lot of those actors started like that.
Yeah,
just that place.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the guy from the Lord of the Rings. I think that's one of the ways he started. The Gandalf guy, I think.
Yeah, there you go. Now plays are, they're cool. Now camera shy though. If you get stage fright, do you get camera shy?
I used to. That's what I noticed. Again, Alex Hormozy. If you're scared at something, you got to do it 10,000 times before you stop being scared.
Exactly.
I feel like it's the same thing when I first started social media. I'd get camera shy. I kept messing up the lines.
So you'd only do some videos, or how did that show?
Yeah, a little bit, and just like I just hated like messing up on camera. Like, man, I like doing this, but why am I getting so nervous?
Right.
Even the first time we did this podcast, I was a little nervous. Now I'm like, now it's more, it goes with the flow. Same thing with this. So I'm an actor. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be pooping my pants. But until those actors, I'm sure. Let's say if I become an actor, once I do more movies, I become less camera shy, right? But that's the same thing with everything. The moment I started real estate, I sucked. I was nervous meeting a first client.
Yeah.
Now when I get a listing appointment, I mean, you get a little adrenaline,
Yeah.
but you get a little nervous still. But it's not the
Exactly.
same time. It's not the
No.
same as when you first do it, and now you can execute it a lot better than because
Right.
I already been on hundreds of appointments,
Right.
right? So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You
Well-
just keep doing it.
Exactly. I feel like that nervous feeling, even after you've done it 100 times, it's never gonna go away.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree, but I feel like some people can do their job and not be nervous at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I've noticed from the people at the top is they still get nervous, but if you're still getting nervous or you're getting nervous doing something,
Mm-hmm.
it shows you're doing something meaningful.
Yeah, I agree. Because if maybe it's like not even worthwhile. Like if it's like I do this whatever, I don't even care. Then why are you doing it?
Exactly.
Right. And that's crazy. So here right now, I did not mean for it to go this way, but one of my questions here is about your biggest fear in life. And so you're nervous
Women.
here,
No, I'm
talking
just
about fears. Women.
I'm just playing.
What is your biggest fear in life?
Heights. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I would
Sharks.
I would say is when I die. Sharks. They're pretty scary, dude. I would say the biggest scary thing is if I grow up and I die, or I get to see my past self and nothing to show for it, or God shows this is the man you could have become, but you didn't use your talents. Oh man, that scares me. Or I grow up, I have grandkids maybe, and they're like, "What did you do with your life?" Or right, what did I do with my life? Ooh, no, I can't
Imagine
do that.
that. Yeah.
Right? Maybe even in this on the spiritual sense as well. It's like you could have changed so many. You could have brought so many kids to me, kids, grown ups, or whatever.
Yeah.
You could have brought so many of my children to me.
They got. Yeah.
That's what I meant. You could have brought so many of my children to me, and you didn't. Oh my gosh, why would I wanna not do that? So same thing as helping the world and helping the spiritual kingdom is not doing what God gave me the gifts to do.
Yeah.
That would be my biggest fear.
And so that it's like just not reaching your full potential in all these different ways, and obviously number one being God, like what He wants you to do, which I think you've been doing a pretty good job when it comes to spreading His word. And then, like you said, then like having your kids or grandkids be like, "Granddad, what was your life like?" And then you're just like, "Well, when I was 21, I was in a business, and then after that,
I
nothing.
quit.
You quit." And then I just
oh my
like,
gosh, what
yeah,
the freak,
yeah, I quit because circumstances happen where like you talk to 40, 50, 60-year-olds now, and they're like, "Oh, it's because of this, this, and this, and that's why I'm here now." But it's like you had choice, you had the ability to make the decisions along your life. So it's not that it was circumstances, like you chose, right? And so what that means then, you have to make the decisions even if they're hard.
Yeah, is doing it no matter what, because someone always has it worse for you. So every time I get lazy, every time I get down and use it as an excuse, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to those that can be in my position that is in the hospital. Someone my age is in the hospital right now wishing for the opportunity I have.
Yeah.
It's a disservice if I don't fulfill that opportunity, because they could be spreading the word. They can't even talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? They could be providing for other people like real estate. They can't do that. Wishing for my opportunity. So I feel like I'm going to do this for the people that can't. That's one of my mindsets that I have.
I like that. I like that, yeah, because then we always compare ourselves to like, oh man, but I can't do what I want to do because I wish I was more like that person or something, right? But there's someone wishing that they were in your shoes.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, God, why didn't you make me 6'5"?
Wait, but you are 6'5".
Yeah, I mean
7'2".
7'2". God, why didn't you make me 7'2"? But then I can't tell that I'm 6'5",
Because then you got people, like Zaven. Zaven's like 5'3". And so Zaven's probably wondering, like, I wish I was 6'5",
Exactly. That's a good example.
Yeah. And we got to have Zaven on here, too.
Yeah, we do.
In the future, right? Before he leaves. Actually, we got to schedule that one. Don't forget. He leaves in February.
Okay.
End of February.
Okay. Do the next one.
Now, so biggest fear then. So like, there it's like having regrets that you didn't reach your full potential in a bunch of different ways.
Yes.
What would be your advice to people who have similar fears?
I would say my advice to people that have that fear is do what you want to do, right? Do what you want to do, or if you have a vision of who you want to be, do your best to do it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be not easy for sure. Nothing in this world is easy, but don't give up, because when you're old, you're going to ask yourself, did I really give it my all? And if that answer is no, then what did you do? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you got to make sure is yes, I gave it my all, right? And just do what you want to do, no matter how hard it is, because nothing in this world is easy. You know, it's gonna be hard no matter what. It's gonna be hard being lazy because you're gonna have a hard life, or it's gonna be hard becoming the person you want to be. Choose your heart, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Just do the thing.
Just do the thing. There you go.
And I think that's a very good spot to end it. I have one question.
Okay.
This is more technical. It's about, I asked you 2026, like, to see it as a successful year, what would you have to accomplish?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want you to, and mainly because I want to know where your mind is at, and I want you to be super specific about it so you can take some time to answer.
Okay.
But 2026, one specific goal that you want to hit. And if you do not hit it, you'll be very upset with yourself. And it can be about anything in life. It doesn't have to be business.
There's only one thing that pops up to my mind. It's not a crazy answer. Is not putting my all as in. Excuse me, I need a burp. I'm crying.
Guest on podcast crying.
Cries. For the AI me crying. I would say is social media. What I'm doing now is not pushing it out to what I know the knowledge and we provide. Is that?
Yes, if it's just one goal.
Oh, okay. Wait. Let me think about this even more. And then I would say in a spiritual sense, for sure, spiritual then is if I'm the same person spiritually, it's the end of this year. I'm the same person I am today that I felt as in sharpening myself to follow God. Because if I'm not growing spiritually, everything else is gonna start falling behind, or it can start looking good, but it doesn't matter because everything in this world will pass away. Yeah, I can leave a legacy, but it's gonna pass away too. Everything's gonna pass away, even though it's 1,000, a million years. Something's gonna explode one day, or whatever. I would say is growing spiritually, because the more people that go follow God, it's a type of freedom you can't get anywhere else. And if I'm growing spiritually, I'm gonna guide more people there, right, to what God showed me. And I would say it's to not be the same person I am today spiritually.
I like that. And I think it is measurable in the way that as we go through the year, you're touching more people's hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the very end of the year, you compare like your feelings now, because it's all inside the way you say it, right? It's more about what's on the inside than your actions are on the outside, right? That's the part that you're gonna have to measure.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna have to measure that. You got accountability partners, which is good, but you yourself are gonna be the only one to know where is your heart in January and where's your heart in December.
Yeah, that's true.
I like that.
Yeah. Huh? Good question. Great question. That was a great question. No, we can't hold hands. I have to keep mine for the ladies. Just kidding.
Interviewer gets rejected.
HR.
Marco, thank you so much. That was my last question there. If you guys have any more questions or want to learn more about what we're doing here, you want to learn more about the industry, you want to get in touch with us, don't forget to subscribe, follow, and like this video.